so I will try to make it brief. Okay, now that the nerves are on. First, may I say thank you to everyone who has had a part in helping put this wonderful event together, and what an honor it is to be welcomed back as a guest speaker. I myself was sitting exactly where you all are sitting just a few short years ago. I was in school, married to my lovely husband. We had 3 kids at the time, and I was trying to figure out what step I needed to take next. I was trying to figure out who needed childcare and who just needed a hug. The bigger question was, how were we going to pay for all of that? School, childcare, and then the typical housewife duties. I remember telling myself that no matter what happened, no matter how hard it got, I was going to keep working to keep moving forward. And that is exactly what I did. In May of this year, 2016, I graduated with my bachelor's degree as magna cum laude from the University of Houston downtown. But that journey didn't start at UHD. It started here. It started here at Lone Star College-Kingwood. It started in the classrooms of my professors, Eric Skiles, Stephen Davis, and Ann McCormick. It was in the moments when I wanted to quit, but I felt I owed it to them, to my family, and to myself. I owed it to myself to keep moving forward. It continued in the small group of friends that I had connected with in our weekly meetings of the African American Student Association. Lastly, it carried on with Linda Stegall Excellence in Education Award that I myself once received. Yes, it all started here at Lone Star College-Kingwood. You see, I remember me and God having a conversation, a very distinct conversation. One day when I was about 15 or 16, I remember telling him, God, I'm going to be just like my dad, a strong, working man of faith who never went to college. And while I wasn't a man, at least I don't think so, I wanted to be like him. I had decided I was never going to go to college, let alone I wasn't going to finish it. In my mind, it was too hard and too expensive. And like most 15 or 16-year-old kids, I didn't want to do anything that was too hard or too expensive. I remember telling God, I'm going to find a job, a good job, and I'm going to work that job just like my dad did. And I'm going to work that job for the rest of my life because like I said, God, I'm never going back to school. When I finish high school, I'm done. But I remember someone once told me, God has a real sense of humor. And if you want to make him laugh, tell him your plans. Well, my plans be darned. Because on May 15th of 2010, I walked across the stage, a graduate from from Lone Star College-Kingwood. I walked across a college stage for the first time in my life. I was proud that I had reached a dream that I thought I could never, ever reach, a dream that I thought could never happen. And I didn't believe that it ever would. And then again in February of 2011, I walked across another stage, receiving my certificate to be an official law enforcement officer for the state of Texas. I was not only making my father proud, and a little bit scared, but I was breaking down the mental barriers that I had alone put on myself. On May 18th, 2014, I was scheduled to take an exam, a law enforcement exam for the state of Washington. I arrived early, took the nearly 8-hour exam, and then I failed. I failed the physical run by just under a few seconds. And even though I knew I could always retake it, it still hurt. So I set out to spend time with my dad, spend his money, and to let him know that his dream of having his baby girl coming back home was about to come true. I also wanted to let him know that his wish was about to come true. I remember him whispering in my ear, "Damn, I really don't like your siblings, you're my favorite." I'm kidding, he didn't say that, but I thought he did. However, he did say, "Tana, why don't you go back to school and get a second degree?" Something I thought I would never hear next. I regret never going to college. All those years, I remember my dad telling me so proudly, he didn't want to go to school, it was too hard. And I took on that same passionate desire to not go to school. And here, he was changing my world. He told me, go back to school and get an education. Get all the education that you can. Daughter, if anyone can do it, it's you. On May 26, 2014, 8 days after I arrived in Seattle to take my law enforcement exam, failed my law enforcement exam, and 12 hours before I was scheduled to come back to my flight, to Houston, my father passed away. I felt broken, alone, and lost. But one thing that continued to stick with me was what he said right after I had failed my exam. He said, "You can do it." Those words continued to roll through my mind. You can do it. And on June 6th, nearly a week and a half after my father passed away, my siblings and I buried our father. 1 month later, I turned 30 years old, a milestone I will never forget. And it was on this day, my 30th birthday, when I decided to go back to school for my bachelor's degree. It was in that exact moment that the fuse was relit. I know what it's like to stay up late at night, studying, writing, and crying. There will be tears, lots of tears. And then to wake up early the next morning, only to do it all over again. Or to rush to class and realize you forgot to grab your paper off the printer. I know what it's like. But my message tonight is to encourage you to never give up, to keep going, and to keep striving no matter how hard it gets. Because whether you know it or not, someone is watching you and waiting to help you reach your goals. And when you feel like all you want to do is give up, remember an old wise man once told me, and now I'm telling you, never give up. And remember, you can do it. You can do it. And tonight proves just how successful you can be. Keep striving and never give up. Thank you.